We are already in progress as we begin Chaos and Misfits. Chaos in the white, Misfits in the gray, very dark gray. Wearing those uniforms, they busted out toward the end of KFFL last season. Chaos in the white. They're playing their third game already this year, but only the first game in Washington County. Remember, yesterday Chaos played a doubleheader with X-Dogs and the Killer Bees. They lost both games by a combined 21-0. Marty. And off. Nowhere to go. All day. Larry back as well. Dirt Boy back in the Washington County Flag Football League for the first time since July 1st, 2018. So we've seen 3 returns already in the first 3 games. Top Gun returning after a 3.5-year absence. Dane returning after a 2.5-year absence. And now Lurie returning after a nearly 4-year absence from the league. And a lot has certainly changed since the last time we saw Dirt out here. We've seen him in KFFL and across the circuit, but he's back in county today. Spruce. Caught. I do believe. Yes, sir. Chaos moving it early. Got to watch Marty. He's a bit of a wild card out there. Remember, he stepped in. He's a longtime veteran, too. Remember, with the PG Hitmen way back in the day. He has been around the block, so to speak, in the league, playing on different squads throughout the years. Made this transition to quarterback in 2020, playing for Ruckus. He was a bit of a highlight for that offense, averaging almost 2 to 3 scores a game. Got a playoff win against Chaos as well. That was a very close game between those two. For being eliminated by Misfits in the quarterfinals, or Showtime in the quarterfinals. Ball open, D complete, Dustin Mitchell. Looks like an offsides is coming. Misfits making their first appearance in 9-man this season, the 2022 calendar year. Mind you, though, they have played games in this year. They played at Nationals, went 0-3. But had 3 very tight, close, competitive games with the Punishers main event and the High Rollers, 3 of the top 5 teams in the country. All 3 of those games came down to a score or less. They only lost to the Rollers by 1. It was 7 points between them and main event, the eventual national champion. Another return today. We got 4 returns today. Yes, sir. Keep an eye on Redmond. Playing his first game since October 2020. 4 returns on week 1. Top Gun lost. Dane won in his comeback. Something's got to give between Lurie and Devin, who both of which were teammates on the Killer Bees in that fall of 2020. And throughout that year, they had a bit of a partnership along the way, trying to build that offense and team up. Led them to a NEN championship at 5-man. He had that game-winning touchdown pass to Orion Jones to win that game, before suffering a bad ACL injury against the X-Dogs in the game in which they were driving. They had a shot at taking a 2-score lead, and he tore it at the 1. Chaos then put R.J. Hilliard in. Hilliard was not able to score. And Chaos ended up losing that game 21-18 with another Matt Eisenberg comeback, as it's going to go end zone incomplete. Incomplete. 3rd down. Give me a second, J-Rod. My bad. I'm trying to keep an eye on too much. 3rd and goal, might as well walk. Gonna go end zone. Left side, gonna throw this one up. Incomplete. Misfits defense set strong early. 4th and goal. Chaos very small on the sideline. Only about 3 players on their bench today. Remember, this is their 3rd game this weekend. They already took losses to X-Dogs and the Killer Bees. Misfits, 2020 Washington County Flag Football League champion. We'll talk about them in a minute. Let's finish up Chaos, give them some backstory. That's going to be a false start on Chaos, I do believe. And not the start Chaos wanted. That was first. Say I'll see you real soon. All right. Hey Dallas, I'm glad you can come to a competitive 9-man league on Sundays. We welcome you with open arms down here. Spruce throws it up, intercepted. Oh no! The pitch backfires. First down, Chaos as a result. Oh no! First down for Chaos as a result. We'll see. Roughing the passer too on Misfits. So first down and goal for Chaos as a result. Wow. Sometimes that pitch will backfire. You got to time it right. There is an art to it.
Hey, defense. Hey. Five. I'm gonna get another one. Watch. I'm gonna get it back. They caught off guard.
First and goal.
First and goal was hit the end zone.
Good pickup, Tom. Good pickup. Devin. Your hat. Flip it around.
They're telling Devin Redmond to turn his hat back. Redmond, as we mentioned earlier, making his first appearance since ACL tear in October 2020. Marty running it. He knows he's got a mountain to climb with this Misfits squad. Misfits and Chaos. Sorry, Jay Black, it's cold out here. Misfits and Chaos over the years. First meeting was in 2020. Chaos fell to Misfits, but they were very competitive in that game. That was a game that stood out a lot. Remember the big run Houston had, breaking almost every single flagpole along the way from the entire Misfits defense. That second meeting, though, not so pretty. Misfits gave it to Chaos. Not a great year for Chaos in Keystone last year, but in County they had a bit of their run as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. Pitch fake, and nowhere near Big Dev, and that's going to go to the other side. Marty tried to lure in the defense in hopes of finding Devin wide open, but it was well covered, well guarded, and well overthrown. Third down coming up for Chaos. franchise beginning in 2020. Coming from the ashes of the Red Knights. Some of the core from the Red Knights are with this Chaos squad, as are some of the original core of the Red Knights are with the Misfits. It's a bit of a Red Knight theme to this one on a very special Sunday morning here in DuPont Soccer Complex. Falling Waters, West Virginia. Chaos still trying to get their ball. That's not helpful. You got to be careful of that overthrow. Just like KFFL, that fence is a factor. That fence can become a factor very easily, albeit we have a little more sideline space up in Shippensburg. Not much skid there. Very close. Cold day. All good, Jay Black. We talked about with Chaos. They came around 2020. There's our guy. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome home. See if they happens here. He make a big play. You know he's going to be trying to get that middle. Marty's legs are going to come in handy here, though. Got to make a move some way or another. Nowhere to go. Shore's coming in for the sack on Spruce. 4th down. Forfeit goal. Chaos's biggest problem right now is that they are just unable to get to the. Is that car? I'm fucking out of it, Tivis. Man, I've been messing up all day. I ain't gonna lie. What am I watching? Yeah, you might be right. I think I'm looking at something else. Spruce. That's going to be intercepted. I mean, it was 4th down, so it won't matter. Misfits instead will start. I mean, it's good for them, but technically speaking, the Misfits are going to start in the end zone, so not necessarily a win. I believe that was 4th on top of it. I think they're better off just letting that get batted down because they lose about 10 yards as a result. So we go end zone. Still. Danger zone for the Misfits. Oh, incomplete. Looked like a screen was trying to get set up over there, but there was not quite the connection. Dehaney was about to block. I don't know whether there was a miscommunication there or what. Seemed like the ball was closer to him. 2nd down coming up. Misfits playing here about 4 weeks out of the regular season. Other weeks will be in Owings Mills. Pulled down right there. More travel. This is the team next week who already has on their schedule both the 148 athletes and the Rhode Island Lions. The Lions, the quarter. Lions, the A runner-up to that national championship game back in January. They fell to main event in that one. Our own Tyler Spencer had that game. Might have been a penalty. Let's see. They're going to fire it up. offsides on Chaos. So Brady Benner's interception is called back. Third down after the offsides. Remember, Misfits are going to have about 3 minimum next week. At the very max, they could be playing 5. So this is a bit of their warm-up for this tournament coming up in Franklin, New Jersey. They'll be traveling up there. They got the 148 athletes and the Rhode Island Lions. Tay. First down, Misfits. Big game. Trying to get something going here. One tight. Got about 4 wide receivers. Misfits methodically moving the ball. That run there. Way right side, Tay. Looks like everybody's taking a good look. It's a completion. So that was Fox, is what I'm hearing. And that is Justin Fox on the reception. I didn't see the back. Couldn't quite tell with everything else going on there. Ravens hat on. Is that Raiders? It's a Raiders. I can't tell. Misfits. Yeah, that's Justin Fox. Yeah, we haven't seen Justin Fox in a while either. Last time we saw him in league play, he was with the Misfits for a little bit in that 2021, but on a full-time regular basis, his last season as a player in Washington County was back in 2018 with Misfits and Mayhem. He was with Warriors in 2019 as Zach comes in there. Was quarterback for them in that spring semifinal. He came in relief of Cody Snavely, put up 2 scores, but fell just short to ADR in that game. Remember the Broadaxe Breaker. That was the man that Broadaxe feared every time, averaging 3 to 4 scores a game every chance he played him. Including 4 in that championship game, or that semifinal in the fall of 17. And of course, he had 3 more a week later in the play-in pool game at the Mason-Dixon Classic that year against Broadaxe 2. 7 touchdowns in a week he had on that squad. He was the man who also ended that run that next season with Mayhem, along with this man, Tay Sosa. That was like the combo Mayhem had that season. Trying to bring some mayhem to this season. Complete Justin Fox, but with the Misfit way. Look at this. People have forgotten who this guy is. It's been a long time. A lot of these newer players may not know who he is, but for those who've watched for the last 5 years, or those on the sidelines for the last 7 or 8, will tell you about the Fox. And him and Tay have been a combination going way back to that fall of 17 on the Affiliate Nation when they came onto the scene. That carried over into Mayhem, and now here we are within the Misfits. Trying to get up the field on one of the coldest days I think we'll ever see in this region for flag football. 10 seconds. We're going to back up. Motion. Tay, sacked. Oz coming in. And that's a Misfit who's going to be with him next weekend. He got a sack on him just now. Second down. Enrollment coming out. So now Sanchez coming in for Roland. Timeout Tay. I don't think he was expecting that to happen. Nick Rowland stepping out of the game, the 2020 Offensive Lineman of the Year here in Washington County. 520. And you got to give Chaos a lot of credit. They are playing Misfits extremely well right now. The biggest problem is this team is very, very much makeshift at this moment. They got the right bodies. There are some key players there who we've seen make some moves over the years. You got Dustin Mitchell, who has beaten the Misfits before. Remember, Ruckus did knock them off in the fall of 2018 semifinals. You got Oz as well on that D line coming in.
Hey.
Man, someone's got to. I got to delete that. I'm gonna delete that comment later. Best picture quality match right here. All right, visit the link below. Looks like spam. Looks like a bot. Facebook. Gotta get rid of it. Okay. Yeah, that's down. First and goal. And the Killer Bees are arriving here to DuPont. They'll make their Washington County Flag Football League debut after this when they take on the Misfits. And what has traditionally and historically been a KFFL matchup. In fact, those two faced off in the 2019 Fall Championship game. Tay, pitch, drop by Fox. Wind's starting to pick up, and so are the flurries.
Second and go.
Not quite snow yet. It's a lot colder than it was in Greencastle last January when we did the New Year's Invitational. I thought it was cold then. Sheesh. It's a struggle out here today. Woo. I bet I'm on 4 layers myself. 6 if you count the rest of me. Tay, back in the game. Throw it. Complete left side. Down. Third and goal. His hands and almost picked off by Michael Hoffman in the back behind him. That would have been huge. Fox had it though. That was right off his hands. 4th and goal. It's bad, Jay Blatt. It's got really. Sorry, looking around. I was looking over where Larry was. month now, Larry. That was last month.
It's still Black History Month, nigga. Second half.
Black Women History Month. There we go. Go either way. You got 2 months. What's next month? 420? There we go. That's good. 420 and Easter all in the same week. The church 2 days that week. Spruce, it is so cold out here. Woo! Welcome all 40 of you watching. Be glad you're not here. Wind has picked up. We're tied at 0 in the second quarter in what has been a surprise start to this game. Play action. Oh, almost a sack. Spruce getting away. Marty Spruce running it. Very not happy. And Marty Spruce with a huge run there. And we talked about it. Marty's legs are going to be what they need. He's going to need his legs and that veteran acumen, that football IQ. We talked about it. This man was a PG hitman back in the day. He goes way back to when a lot of these players, including some of his own teammates, were kids. 120 is what I'm hearing. This wind has gotten really bad. Battery packs too for those. Yeah, we're going to switch battery packs at halftime too. We're down to the end of this one. Yeah, we're down to the end. All right. Spruce. Oh, he shook him off. Marty again using his mobility. We talked about that with Marty a couple times on Washington County Flag Football Live. The one thing that really helps this game is his mobility. And not just that, his IQ with that mobility. We talked about it. Just about anybody can be a scrambly quarterback. Anybody can run back in the backfield. But what makes a true dual threat is the ability to go out there and know where to go with the ball. Whether it be throwing or running, that knowledge has come in handy. And it's that veteran experience of Marty, as we talk about it. PG Hitmen, way back in the day, that's an old name. If we're getting technical here, that would be the Demon's great-great-great-great-great-grandpa at this point, part of that lineage. Marty was with that squad, as was Don Brown back in the day. Recently found footage of Don playing for the Hitmen when they were still Gold's Gym in 2007. They had a long run here, 16 years. Throws it up, intercepted. His first mistake, his first big mistake. Oh, touch again! And that time it went out of bounds. Forward lateral and the ball goes back, but Marty's picked before half.
Way to stay outside!
17 seconds, one timeout. I see Sun up there. Yeah.
I need one drop. What do you need to drop? You guys are back here, Tay. Yeah, that forward pass they called after the pass. Oh, yeah.
So that forward lateral will set them back a little bit.
Hey, give me 17 seconds left.
17 seconds left in the half. We're tied at 0 here at DuPont. We're going to walk back a little bit. Caught by Fox again. What a game he's having. Touchdown, Misfits. Jada Fox. That combination is still lethal. And we've been calling that one for almost 5 years. They got the score there, 6-0. And not the play you needed if you were Chaos before half. Definitely was not the play you needed. Tim Miller on the extra point. Some people mistaken Tim for Joey Blaze, and that time the wind just took that. 6-0. We're talking, and we're going to go halftime. With the score, Misfits 6, Chaos 0. Be right back. Hold right down. Sit back to field. Sorry about that, everybody. Had to switch out battery packs at half. Let's see if this one works. Hopefully it does.
Hey, John. You got some flags?
Third quarter, let's get over here. A little low to McKeon, incomplete. However, offsides on the defense. Sorry about that. My audio's on. There we go. Pretty sure I got that down. First and 20. Motion. Good, good. Heavier snow starting to come down. What day? Tay. Sacked. Third of about 4 games I'll have for you today. We count the weekend so far. Starting with yesterday, good friends, the X-Dogs, started out 2-0. Second day in a row that jerk's going to be facing off against Chaos. They got the double wins on Chaos and For You to Envy to start out 2-0 in KFFL. And then Bees beat Chaos 14-0 after that. So Chaos 0-0 in this league, 0-2 overall. Not the season they needed to start with. Tay, team that finished in the hundreds last year at 9-man. And sacked. And we had a very gruesome one yesterday with Aloisi catching a cleat. I think back-to-back days Chaos players have gotten hurt, so we'll cut away. 6-0. And as the snow is starting to come down here, yes, we have snow. We have snow, we have wind, we have cold temps, we have a broken nose that appears over there. And it's just, what a day. I'm on the wrong side. I'm thinking we're close to the end zone. Let's get out of here.
I got the tight end.
Tay's going to be having a man in motion. I thought they were closer to the end zone than we were. Tay. Incomplete. Third and cone. Looks like there's an injury. Chaos. They don't need to lose bodies. Right now, I believe they only got about 2 more left. But you got to give them credit for hanging in with the Misfits in week 1 so far up to this point. Especially on the 3rd game of the weekend. We know the Misfits are going to come out looking better each week. We don't know what we're going to get. Chess, not checkers here. Pulled down the Haney. Shy of the marker. Down and goal. Let's hit the end zone. Freezing temperatures here today. This wind has picked up in a major way. We're starting to see some flurries. We said it earlier, it is the coldest day in league history. Suitable the first day back. We have a day like this. We talked about it. There wasn't a fall season in Washington County last year. At least not one that was official. It was retroactive one. But no fall season last season in Washington County. We're starting to feel fall today. Tay just heaves it, lobs it. Dahaney. Touchdown. Misfits. Coming. Tim Miller. Ball down, kick up. It's good. He shot that one all the way back across the Maryland border. 13-0. Update the quarter. 13-0 Misfits. He's able to really, anybody's able to hold on to the ball in this one. Throws it right up, incomplete. reset button just cuts right back. That's cool. I'll use that more often than zooming out. 10 seconds in the huddle.
5, Marty.
5 seconds. Spruce. Throws it incomplete. Dustin a guard. All right. But Devin. That's a pick. And Misfits will take over. And they can get ready to roll this one up and smoke it. Coming out next, Misfits and Killer Bees. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks for 3 more games. No action next week for us. At this time, we are set.
First down, guys. About 19.
To be returning in 2 weeks. And if you're not first, you're last usually. Tay, one tight, 4 wide receivers. Tay goes over Dallas first, complete. Big catch. One of the greatest receivers from that York area. Dallas first has put quite a resume over the years. Remember, he had that big touchdown reception for the Misfits in the 2020 championship game against Showtime. It was that big touchdown he had to set the tempo for the game, and a couple other key catches along the way. Very underrated target is Dallas first. We've seen the last few years of Baez Auto. Remember, Dallas was on the Wolverines, who denied the Misfits the title in KFL last season. Wolverines sitting out. They just won the AFFL indoor session about a couple weeks ago. Same with the Otter, already another ring. He's not available to come down this season, but we'll see the Wolverines. Maybe they can stop in Washington County sometime soon, as York continues their invasion of the 4-state. So kicking off over there next week. Incomplete. It's a cold one. Third down short. Nothing here in the third. Misfits will win. If they get this one, that'll be their 7th straight league play. They've only had about 5 losses overall in the 4-state since their formation in 2018. And what has been 5 seasons counting this one. Pitch to Norton, a big game there. That's another guy who's a day 1 for this franchise. Start where this core really began. Regan, Tay, Fox, Black, Norton, Lurie. Way back in those Red Knight days. Remember 5.5 years ago, 6 years ago, when that team was at its heyday. That squad group ultimately ended up splitting off. shortly after. They were with the Affiliate Nation for a while, then Mayhem. And since 2018 has been Misfits. There were a few stops in other squads in between, some guest appearances. Complete left side, fold right down. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. 6:30 in the game, Don? I keep screwing up with that quarter. I think it's the lack of field switching that's messing me up, and I keep assuming we're in the same quarter. I gotta be a better listener and less talking. Nice pitch here to first. This is a beautiful play. Hold right down. I'll try to stop doing that zoom out like that and just start making a regular zoom. That's something I want to work on a little bit this season. Third down. We're always looking for ways to improve the game. If you or anybody you know wants to have a commercial or an ad on screen, we here at the Washington County Flag Football League and Team Blunt Talk will allow it. Inbox myself, Joey Blaze, if you want to have a commercial air on here. It'll be aired during timeouts, stoppages, and halftime. We'll back up, way up. Technically, we're in the end zone. We're not even in the end zone yet. There we go. Tay. Fox. Body enough. Great play. Big catching game for Fox, and Fox is having a great game. We forget just how much Justin Fox is a difference maker in this attack. Talk about him with Fox. He has not really been around much the last few years. At the height of his heyday, though, Justin Fox and Market Street Mayhem were a force in the Washington County Flag Football League. 4:40 to go. Remember, they had a dynasty in the indoor league up at Frederick up until its very end. And then in 2014, they entered the Mason-Dixon Classic. Made their debut at 9-man of that tournament. Joined Washington County in the fall of 15. Tay. I'll finish that in a minute. Tay's running all day. Nowhere to go. Killer Bees warming up way down there. They got the Misfits after this. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, is that soccer? No, that's the Bees. To go in the game. Misfits up 13-0. They got another one coming up with Killer Bees after this. And then we'll be back next week, 2 weeks rather, for a triple header. I'm feeling it, guys. Warriors and Chaos will be in 2 weeks. Followed by Killer Bees and Warriors. Killer Bees and someone else. I'm trying to remember. It's been a bit. I know the Bees have a doubleheader, and I know that's a sec. No matter the final of this game, I got to give a lot of respect to Chaos. They, despite having less, have done a lot. They've gotten some of the core guys today there, but otherwise, it's been an uphill battle. And especially against this Misfits squad that we talked about it a while back. They're locked and loaded and ready to go this year. Timeout is called, or 2 minutes is signaled by Keith. And after this will be Misfits and Bees. Chaos trying to get something here, and he'll stop at 2 scores at the end. Chaos will have a shot. A very small shot, but one nonetheless. It's going to be tough. They need another score. The onside kick for the score after that. Against this Misfits team, it's going to be tough, though. Spruce. Incomplete. Second down for Chaos. Coming up next, Misfits and Killer Bees. First ever meeting in the Washington County Flag Football League. They have faced off in the KFFL, however, a few times along the way. Misfits 4-0 all-time in that series, including the 42-0 championship win in 2019 up in Shippensburg. Down here today in Falling Waters, just a little north of Martinsburg and a little south of Hagerstown. The best of the 4-state region on hand. Spruce, incomplete to Mitchell. Third down coming up. Third down is what Don's calling. Seconds in the huddle. Third down. Spruce. Missed the pull. Shores did, and that's going to be incomplete. Fourth down coming up, and it's the last shot for Chaos. To the line game. Misfits sidelines is what picks up. We have one more after this. 3 more in 2 weeks. 7 weeks overall. We'll have Washington County coverage this spring. Spruce on that right side. Marty's going to run towards the knee. Sacked anyways. Don't matter. Nate Blau coming in. And a statement win and sack for the Misfits. We're going to call a change of possession, and that'll do it. .121 going to play it out, so. Forward running. Pass again. Touchdown. Misfits. Dallas first. Coming in, that's 19-0. So re-kick it'll be. Misfits 1-0 on the year. They beat Chaos 20-0. I'm Joey Blaze. We're going to go to the car for a moment, but we'll be right back for Misfits.